G'day everyone and welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat, this will be my Knackers Yard. This will be Sting, who has been fucking destroying me for a while now. I do have an advancement to show you, and I was so excited, which you can see in two ways. One, I released my first ever YouTube short yesterday, 15-second format, in portrait. It's weird, but I needed to show people. But you know, for regular viewers, it's a cold morning. Engine is completely cold. There's very little fuel left in it because I was so excited I let it burn through. That's just straight in, and I know Dan Barnes is going to tell me off for not giving it long enough to look after that battery. So what have I done? Two things really. Well, aside from having sorted out all of the plug and the wiring and all of that on the last upload, two things I've done. One, that battery was probably about half full of distilled water. It just dried out, boiled through, etc., which would explain a lot of the weird readings. Also explaining the weird readings is the fact that the battery on my multimeter is about to die. Now, for anyone with kids, your house is normally full of batteries. Normally A's, double A's and triple A's, because everything they do seems to require power of some variety. My multimeter takes the 9-volt square batteries, which I never have any of, so I routinely forget to do it. But I am going to do it. Not now, because I just walked past the shop and forgot to get a battery. But yeah, so topped it up with distilled water. It just seems happier. It seems happier on its own power. The main bit though was swapping out the sparks. So I went for iridiums because I wanted a better spark. I know there's not a great deal of logic in that, but sparks that came out look fine, but I was just convinced that I was getting spark, but I had no way of measuring how bright a spark is. So yeah, it was all good, and now happy. Brief introduction there, just to mate taking his dog for a walk. Yeah, so well happy. It's not, I mean, it's not running great at the moment, but to be said, to say that, it's running off a reserve tank. The air is blocked off. It's not running off its proper tank, and the airbox is, you know, clipped on at best, and the hoses aren't attached. So I'm going to get this dressed back up, probably throughout the day, because I've got other stuff to do, including work, and I was so excited I've jumped on this before I've started work for the day. But yeah, well happy. Right, so that's the arse back on and all secured. I had managed to break one of my repairs, but I used my where is it? Is it in here? Yeah, there we go. I used my my new toy, which is possibly my favourite investment at the moment. So that's my stapler, I suppose, if you like, my my fairing repair gun. Bloody brilliant. Wish I bought one of those many moons ago. Yeah, because that's stronger than it ever has been, I think. So yeah, tail back on, tank back on, plumb back in, the carb and the airbox is back on secure. And that's just running beautifully now. It really is. I've got a shed load of tidying up to do, so my exploratory work around the pulse coil, I need to tidy that up and tape it up, get that back on. The headlight was just grotty at the back, so while it's off, there's no point putting grotty stuff back on. I'll just chuck that in the garden and chucking some paint on it. It ain't going to look fantastic, that's not the point. I haven't actually seen these. This has got a dual horn on it, this bike, so it has 2 horn pieces. Only one has ever worked since I've had it. I tried to find another one to match it, couldn't. Looks slightly ridiculous, those big things there, but where are we? Ridiculously loud. Frankly, they were cheap. In fact, they weren't cheap, they were free, because when I got them they were damaged, so I've repaired them. The company said, nah, just keep them, don't bother sending them back. So I got a refund. So they're slightly glued together. They were red on the back, so I've sprayed those as well. I'm going to see what it looks like when the headlight's back on, see how ridiculous they look. But they are fucking turbo loud and really cool. I think what I might do is whip off the brackets just while it's all free. It was stuff that I thought about doing, but thought, I can't be arsed, frankly. My video just stopped then, no idea why. So while they're free, I'll whip them off and I'll chuck them on my polisher, I think. Okay, so that's the before. I'm just going to bang them on my Scotch-Brite wheel and then get a bit of polish on them with my soft wheel. And there's the after shot, so considerably better. They're not perfect, I'm not going for a mirror, although it's not far off. I just want them better. Right, I'm just going to do the bolts and the bolt heads and then chuck them back on the bike. So there we go, looking fairly shiny and magnificent. The freshly painted back of the light. I'm not doing anything with the front. I don't think it needs it. It's got that kind of black and whitey bit, sorry, black and white, that chrome and black bit, which I think works quite well. I do actually have some mirrors, but I think I prefer more than these, but we shall see. So all back together, all I think working. You can actually see the horns now. They are too big, but actually they blend in quite nicely as black. Looks like it's got a tash. Isn't it? Oh, it might just be me. Right, I've got to see if it moves. Got to see if it moves. Should we go for a quick ride? Right, okay then. Back into my one of my pairs of summer gloves. I forgot I had these actually. But it's a beautiful day. It is spring on Sunday. Certainly feeling that way. Right, cold start. No choke, that start. Nice. Yeah, I might have to go for proper mirrors for no other reason than these ones. Oh shit. Right. Let's see if it still moves. Because it wasn't playing. Welcome back, Steve. It's certainly alive again. No, it feels strange coming from a now I'm nicely used to Thundercat. Coming back on this feels weird. nothing great dent in it when I got it, I suppose. The previous owner whacking his genitalia on the tank. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put the other indicators, mirrors on it, because these are just wrong. That's a lovely idle, really strong. Right, let's see how this goes in, shall we? That was great. I'm not going to lie to you. That was brilliant. So what have we got? Something needs tightening up there. I thought I had a rattle when I was riding it. Oh, I could listen to that for hours. Yeah, all good, baby, all good. Let's get an MOT on it, really. Yeah, brilliant little bike. I mean, I've fallen back in love with him. He's been an utter pain in the arse. He needs a bloody good clean. But I'm not in a rush for that. I need to get it MOT'd first. It's not going to be this weekend. I've got a hectic family weekend. We've got a birthday in the house, so all eyes on that. I've potentially got a new project, and it's potentially the one that I highlighted on the last video, the CD175. I've never done one. Just looks fun, looks quirky. I know it's not the greatest bike in the world, but I think I can make it look pretty spectacular. And now that the ULEZ zone is considerably larger, there's a larger catchment area of people that need ULEZ compliant bikes or historic tax bikes. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. I'm in negotiation, if you like, with the current owner. It was on eBay, it didn't sell, which is good for me because it means that I can drop the bid that I was going to put on it, and if we do it face to face, i.e. not through eBay, then he doesn't have to pay the fees, so we can split the money on that. Yeah, that is a fab little bike, and I'm trying to find the mirrors that I bought for it. I know they're in here somewhere. Fuck. I mean, it might have to go with these. I mean, they kind of work. They look pretty good, but I think I'd prefer to have stem ones on. But if I can't find them, I can't find them. They'll go on another bike. But yeah, it was that long ago now. I'm fucked if I can remember where I put them. There's not that many places to look, but I can't find the bloody things. Right, that'll do me. Happy Nat, happy bike. Sounds fantastic. Rides really well. It's a great little thing. Right, cool. Cheers all. Happy Nat signing off. Ta-da. And Happy Nat not quite signing off. Don't touch that dial. There's another reason why Nat's happy, and that's because there's more space in this garage, because Kermit's gone. Kermit went, well, fairly late last weekend, actually. So, I've got space. Well happy. Love it when a plan comes together. I'm actually going this time. Ta-da.